starting the product introduction, DB Schenker overview. So actually, I want to go to give you all. The first thing is the overall in the DB Schenker global activities, and then we go detail to the Schenker Vietnam and what we are offering here in the local market. Okay, so here is the DB Schenker global portfolio provided in the market. So we have a 4 main product: contract logistics. People normally say the warehouse, right? The second is air freight, ocean freight, and the last, not least, the land transportation. So that is the 4 core products we deliver global wise. And the way we approach, the way we deliver those products to customer through 7 vertical markets: automotive, electronic, industrial, consumer, retail, aerospace, healthcare, and semicon solar. So, before we don't set up the vertical market, we have only 4 products, and we approach customer to offer. But when we after a certain time, we think that is not the most effective way. So we think about the vertical market approach. For example, we have one sales in charge for consumer and retail. So these sales guy will approach all the customer working in the consumer and retail in that sector. So so this guy have a full background of the consumer and retail, and they have the deep expertise about the solution for those customer, and we can gain much benefit for Schenker, and also deliver benefit to customer in the short time, and also a lot of benefits we can move forward with this approach. So that's why now we provide integrated logistics solution through those vertical markets. So that is a global structure, and here I just give you the business model we are running in the global wise. We base on our wide range network worldwide. We have office in more than 130 countries, and we did get on board the broad customer list. More than 700,000 customers on board with Schenker already. And also we have a network, we have a customer, and also we invest in the asset. But we just select some kind of asset to invest, because now today for the corporation we can find the right partner to invest together. We have expertise, we have people, we have customer, and our vendor maybe they have asset like a warehouse, or maybe they have a truck fleet. So we combine together to develop for the fast growth. So that's the way I think most of the players in the market go with this trend. Here I will give you more details for, as I explained before, the benefits when we go with the vertical market approach. You can see when we have this, specialized sales in charge for each vertical market, so we can quickly give a customer the best solution in terms of lead time and also cost saving. And only one sales guy, it will create the one contact point for customer, regardless they request the rate or the service for sea freight, ocean freight, or air freight. So only one contact window can provide all the required information for customer. And also when we deep dive in one market, so we know well all the market practice, all the new innovation implemented in that sector, and somehow, somewhat, we can take advantage of those to design the best solution for any customer in the same sector. And that we can, and of course, each customer have their special character in terms of business development and also the organization structure. So even we have the knowledge and also experience base, we still have to design, how to say, the tailor-made solution for each customer based on our expertise. And of course, when we deliver all those things to customer, of course, we will support customer to catch up with all the new trend in the market. I think for those things, you can see here, with those we can provide for customer, go through the vertical market approach. So customer will enjoy all the benefits, and so far they're happy with the way we deliver. So that is the last slide I would share with you about Schenker Global, the way we do business today, and what kind of products we are offering in the market, and the way we deliver those core products for air, ocean, land, contract logistics to customer through the 7 vertical markets. So that's all for the overview. And the next one, I would go to details for Vietnam, what we are doing today in Vietnam. So here's a brief introduction about Schenker Vietnam for your reference, and you can take a full picture of Schenker Vietnam, and then based on those things, you can imagine what we are doing in the market through our next slides. So here you can see we have more than 1,000 employees. And after 28 or 29 years, set up office in Vietnam, and we are handling more than 100,000 square meter warehouse in all the locations in whole of Vietnam. So the service we provide here actually is also based on 4 core product: air, ocean, land, and contract logistics. But we go more in details. For example, ocean freight, we have a product for LCL, FCL, for import air freight, the same. Or we have a multi-solution. It means that combine both air and land and oceans, yeah, and custom clearance, national distribution, contract logistics, exhibition and event, household removal packaging, and global project oil and gas. So the service we offer in details based on 4 core products we have from global level. And here, just go through for our management team, for any international freight forwarder like a Schenker, we provide full range of service. So the management structure must be in line with those product portfolio. So we have one guy is a CEO, control whole the country, and under him we have a head of each product. For example, Mr. Glenn Rowell, he is a head of contract logistics, Patrick, head of air, and I just take the new role as head of ocean freight for whole the country. We have another guy, Singapore, head of land custom brokerage, and those are head of product. And beside those product, we have a head of sales, the CCO, chief commercial chief officer, and other head of supporting document like finance, HR, IT, and of course in Hanoi branch, because that is a big branch and we need one branch manager located here to control all activities in the north of Vietnam. And we have this guy, Daniel Chua. Actually, he's my successor because before that is my position. Okay, so I would like to share this with you because you will see the whole management team. Most of them are foreigner. Only 3% HR manager, IT manager, and myself are Vietnamese. So I expect that. So in the near future, maybe 5 or 10 more years, we can do localize those structure team. Okay, and I do hope that RMIT is one of the center who can educate and also train the Vietnamese talent to become the leader in Schenker in the near future. Okay, so that's my purpose to share this slide. Okay, so
that's compliment. Thank you for that.
Yeah. So actually, interesting to see. You see, in order to save cost and to deliver the competitive price and to customers, so the cost saving is very important, and one of the way we do is we have to localize all the headcount in our country, and especially I see in the markets we are lacking of the experience and high leadership, and maybe this time for logistics department in RMIT to think about. Okay, so thank you. I will go to the next. Just go fast, go quickly for the Vietnam, Schenker Vietnam development. You will see we set up the small office in 1991 with only 3 staff, and up to now 2020, we have more than 1,000 staff with more than 100,000 square meter contract logistics, handle more than 100,000 20 feet equivalent unit. We call the 20 feet container per year, and 1,000 tons per year for air freight. So you will see the strong development in the logistics sector in Vietnam during the past 2 decades, and I think it will come more in the near future, and that's why I think logistics is one of the hot sector in the coming years in Vietnam market. So just for the reference, so in order to approach the global key account, deliver solution and handle business, Schenker, as one of international freight forwarder, often need to gain those kind of certificate like the code of conduct, the ISO environment 14,000 for the custom brokerage certificate, for the quality ISO, and also the EATAG certificate. Maybe you didn't have a chance to hear of that in the school or in the university, but this is actually the fact. Without those things, we cannot run our business. So just a quickly review, and here that's the full picture of what we have today. We have an office and a location located along Vietnam from north to south. So that's a brief introduction about Schenker Vietnam, and based on this background, so what we are delivering to the market. So you will see we also based on 4 core products: land, ocean, air, and contract logistics. Okay, so go details to each product. For air freight, we are proud to deliver the full benefits to customer if they on board with us. Like we have a contract with a lot of airlines, and we can guarantee also capacity for them even during the peak season. we have a strong network and we have a strong hub to handle cargo. So wherever you want to deliver cargo to, so we have a people here to handle for you. And of course, we have the strong transportation management system. It can help you to give, we can key all the milestones in our system, and you as customer can access the system and can see all event, job shipment, all of we say the full visibilities, like when you are quite familiar when with the online purchase e-commerce, like you book one booking on Amazon, right? After you make booking in system will pop up with the booking number, and you can check and check based on booking number to see where the book is and when you can receive it. So Schenker can do the same. We have a system to support customer to check and check their cargo. Yeah, so the product we care is the container cargo, or maybe some less container cargo. Just different is a product. Okay, for Amazon maybe it's the small like a book or something, but for Schenker we provide the container or less container, or the we call the big shipment of air freight. So we can provide customer all the event as you have experience with Amazon. So I just want to say that example to give you the full understanding and imagination what Schenker can do. And of course, based on the full visibility of the cargo event, you will get the transparent in the lead time, also the clear the schedule, and also door-to-door service. And in case you have some special cargo, need special lead time, of course, we can design all kind of service to serve you based on the demand. You can see here, we have a different product inside the air freight. We have a normal Z cargo, or Z Express, or Skybridge, or flight operation. So Z cargo, that is a core product air freight, and we also have a solution, and we provide customer the digital product, and I will go detail to each product in the next slide. I think for the Z cargo or Z Express is quite familiar. Like for Z cargo, we can provide the freight from this airport to the other airport with the normal transit time. For the Z Express, maybe the lead time is short, and we can guarantee lead time. It's quite easy to imagine or to understand, but I just want to focus on the special product that Schenker offer today. But I believe not all of other freight forwarder can do that. In Schenker we call it Skybridge, but say in the normal way they call sea air or sea service. This means we can deliver one shipment, for example, from Vietnam to Hamburg with Skybridge. This means we will combine two products, ocean and air, to offer this service. We use ocean freight from Vietnam to Dubai. It takes around 13 or 14 days, and then we transit from ocean to book to air freight from Dubai to Europe. It takes only 2 or 3 days. So the total transit time up to 17 or 18 days. That is the middle solution between ocean freight and air freight, because maybe you know ocean freight transit time from Ho Chi Minh to Hamburg is around 35 days. Okay, for air freight, it takes around 5 days, right? And now we have another solution, Skybridge. It takes only 17 days, and that is a middle solution in terms of transit time and also in terms of cost also, because air freight, you know, that is sky price. Okay, ocean is very low, but the sky bridge, that the sea air combined, the cost is a middle between two other options. So so far Schenker have Schenker running 2 hubs for Skybridge, one in Dubai and another in Osaka, Japan. So Dubai we use for cargo move to the Europe or Africa, but also we use to move cargo to the South America, mainly to the North America. So that's the one special product I want to emphasize today, because it needs a strong operation combination between origin, transit hub, and destination hub, and that's why not all the other freight forwarder can do, because if they are local freight forwarder, since it's not easy. Okay, so another is a fly operation product of DB Schenker. You know, if you follow LinkedIn or some other channel, you will see Schenker did open the direct service from we can rent the plane and run from US to Australia. So that is how to say the fly operated by Schenker. So whenever we have enough cargo, and we can set up our own schedule for air freight. So that is for air. And here's a solution with even the air freight. You see the plane is very small, but of course we still have the expertise team to handle all the kind of special cargo like airplane spare part with 24/7 service and marine part and Z cargo fresh. That's for the fresh perishable commodity, and also fashion, retail, healthcare. So we design the solution for each vertical market, as I mentioned from beginning. And you know, now is the the flat world with the 4 point. So the 4 or 5 point digital S, right? So Schenker also catch up with the chain. We design the online platform for all the customers to connect to. So we call it Connect for Air. Customer can access our website to check schedule, to order booking, to get documentation, to get billet, or also even get invoice from online system. But of course, in Vietnam, we are still in the effort to convince customer to go with in this solution, because Vietnamese customer is not familiar with us. So they still prefer with the email communication or even a phone call. But I think I would like to take this chance to deliver the message to the future, our customer or future colleagues. That is RMIT student now. Okay, so I hope that you can take this as take notice, and you are one of the people who can make a change for the Vietnamese customer to get on well with the new, the new solution, online solution that shall strive to deliver today. Okay, so the last I want to say for the air freight, actually we are freight forwarder. We don't own any airplane. What we do is we buy space from airline to sell to customer, and in some space case, as I just just share with you about the flight operations. It means that we can rent the airplane to run some selected routine. This means we don't have an airplane in hand, but how can we serve a customer in the best way? Of course, we have a clear strategy to cooperate with all the airlines. We call the preferred carrier airline. We have annual review all the airlines performance, and based on this annual review, we will select the best partner to go for the next year. So that's why, based on the strict filter validation of the airline's performance, we will have the best partner, and they will together with Schenker to deliver the best solution, best service to our end customer. So here we will see we have a clear strategy with the global airlines, and here is the KPI we based on to review performance. So just give you a brief idea that we have a mechanism to select the preferred airline to work with. So if you are our customer, so you believe that whatever Schenker select and provide for you, that is the best in under our strict compliance and review process. Okay, so that's all for air freight. And next, I want to go to the ocean product that I am take care of in Vietnam today. So in ocean freight, I think you are familiar with the core product in the market. Every forwarder can offer, that is full container loading or less container loading. In the short called the FCL or LCL, right? But beside the traditional product like this, we also develop the new product to catch up with the new logistic chain today. That is a freight management service or order management service or supply chain analytical. And beside this product, we also have a two strategy to develop. That is the commodity strategy. We based on some key commodity in the market to develop. And also we have a small part in ocean freight, that is the project oil and gas and industrial solution. So I will go. I think I don't want to take time for the FCL or LCL because I'm sure that you did go through those in your university already, right? What kind of FCL, what kind of LCL, right? So, I don't want to go to the details, just tell you the brief that for the full container loading, of course, the Schenker, again, I repeat, we are freight forwarder. We don't own any vessel. So what we do, the same as the air freight, we buy space from shipping line and we sell to customer, right? So if customer have enough cargo to stop in full container, okay, we provide full container loading service. But in case you don't have enough cargo to stop in full container, okay, we can receive with a small volume, like 1 or 2 or 3 CBM. And the way we deliver for those we call the less container loading, we combine all the customers who have a less container loading and combine all and stop in full container. So by this way, we still can help you to run the business weekly, instead of you have to wait for full container to ship out. Maybe the volume is small, you have to take 1 or 2 months to combine full cargo for 1 container, right? So by LCL solution, it saves time for customer in terms of delivering cargo goods to the market. And the second benefit, you can see that, yeah, so when you share volume with other customer combined in 1 container, of course, you just pay based on the volume you have Instead of, in some cases, when you have 20 CBM and that is urgent, you have to stop in 20 feet container. But 20 feet container can stop 28 CBM. So this means the container have 3 CBM empty. So, but even in that case, you still have to pay full amount for 120 feet container. So that's why LCL can serve you whenever you have a small volume, not fit for full container, but you still can maintain the transit time to deliver to the buyer, and also save a cost. Just pay whatever you have. Okay, so that is for FCL and LCL. And I want to go more details for the new, how to say, is quite new to all of you. That is the international, we call the ocean solution, or the new way we call intercontinental supply chain solution. So what is it? Okay, so we have 3 products in this field. The first one we called OMS. OMS means our order management service. Order management service means when any customer who buys the ocean freight from shipping line or from other freight forwarder or even from Schenker, at the same time, they buy the ocean freight from multiple service provider, and their volume is very huge. And if they want to control all the cargo in and out, they have a big team to do those jobs. They have to contact 10 or 20 service providers to check cargo. So the admin task is huge. So in order to waste time to take care of those teams, while you are the production company, your key or the change point is the production technology, and you are not expert in the logistics. So why not you don't come to Schenker and we work and we deliver the control, we call the admin control, order management control for you. So we can design one team to do all the admin tasks you have to do today with a lot of pain point. And so that is we call the order management system. Okay, we can be on behalf of customer to do all the task booking with multiple suppliers, use our system to help you to check and check cargo, and can give you the full report of all the activities, and also analyze the performance of all the service provider. And based on that, you can do this. You can select the best service provider in the next year RFQ or something like that. So that is the OMS system. And this, sorry, it goes too fast. Okay, so this is based on the one more point I want you to focus more is we can provide the check and check, the full all activities of your cargo, but not at the container level or at the shipment level. Schenker have a special system to help customer to check and check cargo based on the purchase order, or even based on the commodity code. For example, if you are Adidas, okay, so you have 1,000 products to sell in the market. So how can you control which product, how many pieces on, how many pieces available in the store, how many pieces on the way to the destination, how many pieces under booking process with vendor. So we can do it for you. We have a system to provide platform to connect between Adidas with all of their vendor. And we are the middleman here. We can get interface data from both Adidas and vendor. Adidas place order with vendor, we can see it, and vendor can access our Schenker system to see it, and they access system to choose, okay, today those PO available for shipping, and they create the shipping order, we receive it, and we plan the booking and release booking and ship cargo as planned. And after cargo on board, we update in the system how many pieces on board, and also give the estimated schedule for the shipment until to door or to the Adidas store destination. So all the information we input in system, we interface back to the Adidas system, and Adidas can see, okay, for example, my t-shirt, the product code is 111. So Adidas can access in their system and click 111, press, and they can see, okay, this t-shirt, we have 1,000 piece in the store today. We have 2,000 piece on the ship, and maybe 5 days to come to destination, and we have 10,000 piece under booking with the vendor in Vietnam. So they will see the whole supply chain for even single product, and they can control well their stock and also how to manage their place order with their vendor. So that's what we call the OMS. Besides that, we also can provide the e-solution, like we can provide the dashboard report or check and change, the same effort we can do. Okay, so the brief for the commodity we focus on, because in the market we have a lot of commodity with a huge volume, and the way we handle this customer is much different from the normal cargo. So that's why we design the dedicated team to take care of those customers. Yeah, and the project oil and gas, you see. We can, the same with air freight, ocean freight also, we can design all the solutions for those project cargo, but of course with the big volume and the big dimension, right? But the small dimension and need quick transit time, so they can with air. But for the big dimension, of course, they have to go with ocean. Yeah. Here's some picture to share with you. We can provide all kind of project, last but not least, for ocean freight, you will see here actually the same with air freight. We also have the preferred carrier ocean freight to make sure that we have a full service in hand to deliver to customer. So in the world today, the chain is they create the aliens. So I would say, for the long haul trade lane, for example, Vietnam to US or to Europe, all airline group to the 3 aliens. So the first one is 2M, combined between MSC and Maersk Line, because the 2 lines have the M letter at the beginning, so they call it 2M. The second alien they call the Ocean Alien. Yeah, with those Costco, OCL, Evergreen, and CMA. And the last is the aliens. So they have Hapag-Lloyd, Yang, and one is a combined of 3 shipping lines before NYK, Mitsui, and K-Line. Maybe if you follow those information, you will heard this merging. So Schenker, of course, we have a cooperation with at least each member in those aliens, and by that way, we can have service provide for all the routine in the world to customer. Okay, so actually I go past because here the time is limited also, and I just give you, we can provide full service from door to door, or the door to port, or port to door, or port to port. Yeah, whatever customer need, we can offer. Yeah. So the next I would like to move to the land transportation in Vietnam. So a little bit complicated. If I get, I go through with you for all the details, but just want to give the main product for land. We have inland. It means that the domestic trucking within Vietnam country. And another product is we call the land bridge, or in the market people call the cross-border trucking. It means that the trucking go through multiple countries. So this is a small detail I go through. I just want to, I think for the inland domestic checking is familiar with you. So I just give you the more details about the land bridge or cross-border checking service. We have it today. As you will see from this map, you will see the link, the line go anywhere, so we can provide land bridge service to that destination. You can see the more details here. Sorry, the first here is the Asia land bridge. You will see normally we can provide the cross-border checking service to all the Asia countries. For example, if you have one shipment from Shenzhen, Hong Kong to Haiphong, so by air you take 1 hour, 1 day. By ocean you take maybe 4 or 5 days, some 6 days for door to door. But for land bridge it takes only 3 days. So also the middle solution between air and ocean, for example, and sometimes when we also can to combine with air freight. For example, before when we don't have a space for air freight from here to India, but in the Bangkok they have a full space for flight from Bangkok to Australia to India. So we can design solution for customer to move by truck from here to Bangkok. It takes only less than 3 days, and then plus 1 or 2 days to India. So the lead time is not too bad, but the rate I think also between the ocean and the air. So I would say land bridge is one of the most favorite product today in the market, because for in terms of lead time and also in terms of air freight, and especially for the cooperation, the economic cooperation between Vietnam and China. So a lot of land bridge can go from China to Vietnam to deliver the material here. So the demand on this product is very high in the market. Yeah. So here we also provide the land bridge service we call the cross-border checking from China to Europe, or in return from Europe to Vietnam. So we rail from Europe to China and transit at Chongqing, and then we check from Chongqing to Vietnam, and the same from Vietnam to Europe. We also do the same. The transit time is around 26 to 27 days, and the cost is around $8,000 to $10,000. And also that is also one of the middle solution between ocean freight. It takes 35 days to Europe, or even 40 days from Haiphong to Europe, and air freight maybe 5 days, right? But the rate for air freight for one container is huge. But ocean freight now the rate only more than 2,000. So I would say that the land bridge between Europe and US is a good option for customers to consider when they have a different demand on the transit time and also want to save a cost. Okay, so that's all I would like to say for the land. And the last, I think I have a few minutes left for the contract logistics. So as I said from the beginning, Schenker Vietnam is operating more than 100,000 square meters in whole the countries, and here I would say customer can enjoy many benefits we have with the global standardized, the operational excellence in all the facilities. We always commit to continuous improvement, and of course implement all the initiative technology, and we have a full range of KPI to review to verify the operation efficiency with customer. And we have a global network with the warehouse operating with all the vertical market. We have a full experience for whatever cargo and any requirement from customer. And of course, we also can provide the e-commerce channel for customer, and of course we can provide complex service inside the warehouse, like labeling, sorting, everything. And of course we can also offer end-to-end service for customer. For example, like Apple today, we can provide them for air freight from overseas. They import the spare part to replace in the Vietnam market. So we import those spare parts to Vietnam and ship it to our warehouse, and then we deliver those spare parts to all the Apple agent or shop in the both north and south. So that's called the end-to-end. And you know, Apple is a special customer. They always require high security, high safety, because the how to say, the high security in terms of technology. And of course we can design solution like escort for their cargo from any for all the scope, trucking or air freight or ocean freight. All we can provide the best security for them, like escort or use how to say, strengthen seal, and you know, everything we can. And of course, we have expertise all of vertical market in all the industry to sit down, hear customer expectation, and can design solution for them. Yeah, reliable service. So that's all benefit customer can enjoy when they go on board with Schenker, or they, how to say, they get married with Schenker for contract logistics. I would say get married because, you know, whenever you enter into the contract logistics agreement, it must take at least 1 or 2 or 3 years. So Sky is totally different compared with air and ocean. Customer can come and use one shipment and they can go. But for contract logistics, if they did enter into our warehouse, it must be 1 or 2 or 3 hours. That's a long contract. So that's why we call the merit. So that's why the name of this product, they call the contract logistics. So contract means for a long cooperation. Okay. Here's a global network. I don't want to say more because we are focusing in the Vietnam, and this is again the slide come up again with we have a full range in the whole country for warehouse, and this is just what I described before. All, you know, those all the challenges customer have today, and of course with all the benefit I explained before, we can meet all the customer in terms of they need the control and transparency, they need faster flow, the consolidation of material, intelligent reordering decision, or everything customer need. So based on the benefit we can bring customers, so we are confident that Schenker Vietnam is one international forwarder leading in the market to provide contract logistics service for customer. One example for that is you will see, you can see all the Vinmart Plus and Vinmart supermarket in the both north and south, right? Very big system, and Schenker is we are running the distribution center for Vinmart and Vinmart Plus. So you can imagine what we are doing today. Okay, so that's one example on a customer we are handling. So here's the value added service for contract logistics. As I said before, we can support for after sales market, like not only provide the transportation for sales, but after sale we can provide spare part for replacement or for repair, and also deliver to door for the consumer retail. And I think more detail to the contract logistics, and with the time I cannot go into details. So because my focus, I just go through our ocean freight part, and contract logistics is a complex sector. So if you need to deep dive more, so I think we can consider for another session in the future. Okay, so this is my last my last slide for the contract logistic. Yeah, here's all the value added we can offer for customer. Yeah, it's easy to remember, right? So before I think I did go through 4 core products that Schenker Global as well as Schenker Vietnam is delivering to customer today. And before I move to Miss Ha to present her session, I just want to say short that yes, Schenker Global in general or Schenker Vietnam here, we are confident to provide all the product to customer, and and last but not least, we are the one of the most famous freight forwarder in the world, or so in Vietnam, to design the multimodal transportation for customer. It means maybe for one shipment from Korea to Vietnam, you can combine 3 service modes for boxing ocean freight from Korea to China, the rail from China to the border gate Vietnam and China, and from border gate Vietnam, China to Vietnam by truck. So we can do, whenever we got any inquiry from customer, we will analyze which solution fits with customer in terms of cost saving, in terms of lead time, and also today we also pay more attention to the sustainability. It means that which solution can minimize the CO2 emission. So we go for green. So based on 3 criteria, we will design the best solution for customer. And I do hope that after my presentation, you did take a full picture of Schenker, our product, and what we can do, and also what we expect from you as a student in the university. But in the future, maybe you are our customer or you are my colleagues. So I do hope that we will even and with the professional education you enjoy at RMIT, you will be one of the best person to contribute for the supply chain logistic development in Vietnam. I think for whole the country. And of course, if you work for Schenker, is perfect. So that's all from my side. Thank you very much. And sorry, I did take a few minutes over time. So now I would like to hand over to Miss Hà. Cha ơi.
Hi, Diệu Hoàng, can you please continue the
Okay, I stop sharing. Okay.
Yeah. So I can share from her side.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see my screen now.
Not yet. Chị Hà ơi, chị click vào share application screen, xong sau đó chị chọn cái ok, nhìn thấy rồi, application window đấy.
Okay, you can see my screen now?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay. Hello everyone. First of all, thank you, Mr. Hùng, for organizing this workshop. It's very good for us, good chance for us, for DB Schenker, to share our activities, our operation, and to have a very good cooperation in the future with RMIT. And thank you, Ms. Diễm Hằng, for sharing the very detailed business operation of DB Schenker in Vietnam. And as you know, well, for any service provider, the key factor to for the success of any business is the manpower. So for my presentation today, I would like to share the overview of manpower in logistics field in Vietnam in general and in Schenker in particular. So according to the research made by Institute of Research and Development under National University of Economics, the cost paid for logistics service by all the enterprise in Vietnam contribute 20% to the GDP. So from that you can know that logistics contribute very big portion to the GDP in Vietnam. And in Vietnam, there are about 300,000 enterprises providing the logistics service in Vietnam. And however, we have currently we have only 1.5 million logistics staff for all this enterprise. And according to another surveys, the demand for logistics staff in Ho Chi Minh City is 25,000 staff. However, the current resource satisfy only 40% of the market price, market demand. Thus, you can know that the manpower for logistics in Vietnam is insufficient and also not strong enough. Why I said so? You can see that for the current logistics staff in Vietnam, according to the research, 80.26% of the staff are trained by daily job. It means that they have not joined any official training courses for logistics. They can learn from daily job to become the logistics staff. And another 23.6% are trained by in Vietnam from the university, from the local training courses, and 6.9% are trained by expat, and only 3.9% are trained by overseas training course. It means that they study overseas about training logistics and supply chain. I think you may know well that in Vietnam there are some university who provides who open the faculties of logistics, like Provinces University, Transportation University, Marine University, Ho Chi Minh City, Ho Chi Minh National University, and RMIT, Hanoi Transportation University, College for Finance and Custom, etc. So you know that the number of university providing the logistics training faculty for students very few compared to the very quick development of logistics field in Vietnam. According to the research, the development speed of logistics is about 20 from 14 to 16 per year in the recent year. So that's why you know that we lack of human resource, we lack of manpower to provide for all logistics service in Vietnam. So what do we do? What we do after graduation from logistics training? You can do the following job. This job you can apply for, and it's available for all the logistics and forwarding company in Vietnam. You can apply for warehouse staff. This is the average salary for a new joiner from 6 million to 10 million. You can apply for sales staff from 8 million to 50 million, very high, right? You can apply for document staff, purchasing staff, forwarders. Also, the salary range is rather high for a new joiner, from 8 million Vietnam đồng to 12 million Vietnam đồng. And you can apply for site operation staff, for customer clearance staff. The salary is range from 7 million Vietnam đồng to 12 million Vietnam đồng. And the student who graduate from logistics faculty in university can apply for building staff with a salary range from 8 million to 15 million. Or you can apply for customer service from 10 million to 16 million. That is the available vacancies for logistics job in Vietnam in general. How about in Schenker? In Schenker now we are looking for the following vacancies: warehouse staff who can do the admin job, like doing operating the software, warehouse control software. We call the SAP WMS. We need operations staff from air freight department for land transportation for warehouse, and we need customer clearance staff, billing staff, customer service, and senior sales executive. Of course, for the vacancy in Vietnam, some we have a higher gross salary, some lower gross salary. It depends on each vacancy you apply for. Actually, now in DB Schenker, we have some students who have applied for jobs after graduating from RMIT, and they are still doing the job now in Schenker as intern or as official staff. But I can tell you the fact that what I admire the most from the students from RMIT is their soft skill. I admire them because they show very well in the interview. They have all of the candidates from RMIT. I admire them because of the very good presentation skill, very good communication skill, very good English, and very confident, which can make a big difference from other students in other university. So you must be proud of yourself, your university, because they have trained you to be very good, especially in the soft skill. I don't have any comments about the knowledge. However, I admire your student about the soft skill. So from the data I presented above, you can see that most of logistics staff in Vietnam, they gain the experience from daily job by doing the agent or being the counterparts of the foreign enterprise in logistics. And the manpower who has a professional training in logistics is very few compared to logistic development speed and the labor demand. So I think from RMIT student, you must be very proud of yourself that you have been provided with professional training from RMIT. So that training is very valid to develop you in the future when you graduate and when you join any logistic company. And another main key point that logistic jobs are paid high gigs in Vietnam. So you can see that for beginner, you can be paid from 6 million to 12 million Vietnam đồng. But for higher position, logistic manager, it can be paid 3,000 to 4,000 US dollar. For logistic director, you can be paid 5,000 to 7,000 US dollar. It's very high, right? And another thing is that it's very difficult to find the logistic personnel at high level. I can tell you my example in my company that during the last in the last 2 years, we spent more than 2 years to find the warehouse deputy manager to work for our warehouse in Bắc Ninh. However, among about 50 applicants submitted the CV, applied for the job, only 2 of them had graduated from the professional training in overseas, and we select one of them. However, he quit the job after only few months because actually logistics job is complicated. That is one of the reasons. The second reason that he got another offer that the competitor took him from our company. That's why you know that it's very difficult to find the logistic personnel at high level, especially the where the manager position, director position, or even supervisor position. It's very hard to find in the market. So I want to stress that RMIT student after graduating from your university, please continuously improve your knowledge and your experience to become professional in logistics field. So you will be very valid and you will be wanted by any logistic company in Vietnam. Here are some reference for you to search for information. You can search for logistic news and vacancies from this website, logisticforvn.com. Or you can visit the website of many logistic company, forwarding company like Schenker, DHL. So you can see so many information. You can learn many information from there, and also you can see the vacancy of this logistic company. And here are some Facebook group that you can see many vacancies for logistics in Vietnam, like you can see tuyển dụng, tìm việc, thực tập logistics, logistics community in Vietnam, logistics supply chain transport job, etc. So so that's all about my presentation. I'm so happy to share this information to you, and for any questions on unclear problem, you can reach me at this email address. Even for we are waiting for application from RMIT student to apply for the vacancy in Vietnam, and for logistics knowledge and specialties, you can contact Ms. Diễm Hằng at this email address. So thank you so much for your listening. I don't know if you have any questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hằng, and thank you, Ha, for very detailed sharing and a lot of appreciation to RMIT, particularly RMIT students, those who working at your company. So thank you for that. So that is a good example for many of us start to think how can we start accumulate our study and knowledge to develop our career in that area. So I would like to ask Steven, do you have a question? Can you, I think I mute most of you, but then you can type or you can raise your hand, so then I can have some question we can try to answer during this session. Other, we can keep that and then we can seek for Ms. Hằng and Ms. Ha to answer at a later stage.
So feel free to ask if you have any questions. Yeah.
Yes, we have one question, if I can read it from Ms. Lan Anh. dear chị Hằng and chị Ha. It's really nice to know more about DB Schenker. Okay, that appreciation. Any more questions? Hằng, I think you have presented very detailed operation among many of them for key area of logistics. And in very short, can you both of you recommend what is the area that you think in Vietnam likely will be expanding and more interesting according to your personal point of view? Land between a lot of services, sky bridge, and OMS, and interesting in this contract logistics, if you can recommend.
So, so let me answer this question. I think two areas will have a strong. No, I think how to say three areas have a strong development in the future. The first one I would say is the contract logistics, because today many freight forwarder involved in the contract logistics, but the real demand market is small in my point of view, because only the global customer, like for example, I say Apple or Intel or maybe Herbalife or PNC. So they are global customer and they require the global standardized KPI. So this means the only way outsource contract logistics to the experience 4PL, 3PL. So the number of those customers still more compared with the whole market demand. But I see the potential potential market that is the small medium customer in the market, like some local company today in Vietnam. They still run warehouse by themselves. I don't want to say, but I feel that they are not aware well of all the requirements and also foresee all the risk, or they follow all compliance topic, and they and I don't think they can keep that working way for long term, because the government step by step strictly follow all the compliance topic, and of course sooner or later the way they are doing today is not aligned with the law, and they need to come to expertise of professional service provider like a Schenker, who can deliver them solution, advise them analyze them the risk, and find solution to minimize it. And I think those small medium customer in the future is, I think, there is a big potential market for today. They do it by themselves. They use some local warehouse and just put kind of that and let it go. Right? And even you see today, for example, when you order you order 1 tank of gas, right? So the motorbike driver can deliver that tank to the buyer, but it's totally not acceptable in the future. It needs the professional like us to offer door-to-door service. Right? So that I would say. So today I think the global customer just occupy volume in the market. So the rest of the market, 80%, 70% demand is potential for the future for the contract. Okay, so that's the first area. The second one, I would say, as I said before, the cross-border trafficking in the intra-Asia, especially between Vietnam and China, because the all the factory in Vietnam, most of factory in Vietnam import material from key markets to China, and also some we did do one comparison before in terms of cost. For example, customer in Hong Kong, they import the material from maybe around Chongqing, China. It's I think near the 400 or 500 kilometers far from the Hữu Nghị border gate, the Lạng Sơn border gate. So their traditional most is they chuck the container from Chongqing to Shanghai port. Then you also pay from Shanghai port to Vietnam to Hong Kong. So the total transit time is around 14 or 15 days. But if they use the trucking from Chongqing to Vietnam, the distance from Chongqing to Hải Phòng is shorter than the distance from Chongqing to Shanghai. Right? So you will see the lead time if you truck from Chongqing to Hải Phòng only 3.5 days. And the cost only, the gap is only $200 between the sea and the truck. So you will see, but the cross-border trucking, when we come to them and propose solutions, they feel shocked, and and when they try with us for the first shipment, and they can't believe it. Only 4 days come to their warehouse, and they don't have a space to store it. So that's why I think a lot of customers here in Vietnam, some maybe don't have a chance to approach with the new solution, and they still go ahead with the traditional one. So I think in the future, the near future, the cross-border trucking between China to Vietnam or goes all Southeast Asia, also we have border gate, right? So it's one of the option for customers to consider. And recently, you see the road between Europe and China developed strongly. So it also opened the new door for the how to say interaction cargo transportation between Europe and Asia Pacific. When, as you can see today, this year, due to COVID situation, most of cities are trying to cut down the demand in the market is always higher than supply, and customers happy to find space to load on vessel. So the railroad is the option, perfect option for the time. So that is the second area. I think it will booming in the future. And the last but not least is the consolidation. The buyer or the seller container consolidation. That is the new trend. The current practice is some customer they will they combine cargo to stop. They just stop full container by themselves, or they can move cargo to one warehouse to combine with some other customer. But in the future, maybe the combination cargo not limited in one city or in the one country, but is combined among other countries. Like for example, we can offer for when the customer come to us, they say that they have a demand to multi-port in the world, and all is the less container loaded. Please analyze and give them the best solution for the hub combined cargo. So we have a system calculator. We can input all of their routine, all of volume in the system. They will calculate how many choice. Okay, for example, all of vendor in the Europe, we can have a 3 options. For example, then Milan or Hamburg or Frostrume. So each hub, the cost is different, and also the transit time is also different, right? So we will provide those also proposal to customer. Okay, maybe the rate combined combo cup is the best, but the transit time may be higher, longer than the solution from consumer. So maybe they will consider the gap. What is the first priority and what is the second priority, and they decide to go with the solution. So I think the buyer consolidation or seller consolidation is the trend in the future. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So thank you very much. I think this guideline give us some guideline how students should direct their study, and also for us at the school, we will align our study, particularly in contract logistics, as you mentioned that the market is booming and then they need more professional services. So we still want to visit your DB Schenker warehouse in Bắc Ninh. So we hope that one day we can come to visit when the COVID allow us to do so. Right?
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. I'm sorry, I have to leave now because I have another call.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think actually it is a good time for us to thank you very much for Hằng and Ha for sharing, and particularly thank you for students from both Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City joining us for this event. The event is recorded, so you can access it later. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much. And of course, because the time is limited, so I think maybe my presentation cannot reflect all I wish. And also now I'm a little bit busy and I don't have enough time to prepare it carefully and better. I do hope that and when maybe in the next month, I complete hand over my branch manager the role to the new person, and maybe workload is released, and I have more time to to take care of such kind of activities, and I do hope that we will have a better session in the future. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much for you. Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, bye. Nice day.
Bye.
See you all. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Em ơi chị, bây giờ mới học xong. Tình hình đến đâu rồi em? Chắc các bạn cũng đang chuẩn bị vào rồi đúng không? Còn 1 phút nữa. thì update tình hình đến đâu em? Nghĩa là hiện tại bây giờ là ví dụ 14 tiêu với MSC và 8 tiêu với Hapaploy là mình có được confirm chưa? Nghĩa là cái 8 tiêu bạn nói thì mình đã sử dụng trước hết rồi mà vẫn còn thiếu 43 tiêu đúng không? Thế như vậy còn MSC thì 14 tiêu giá name cao là họ release cho mình rồi. Nghĩa là MSC chấp nhận name cao à? 7 công 1 tuần. Thế vậy thì nếu như mình chuyển sang MSC để book name cao 7 công 1 tuần rồi thì cái số lượng booking volume còn lại mà mình chưa có chỗ thì là bao nhiêu tiêu? Ừ. 7 công thì mình còn dư 2 công. Ừ. 6 tiêu là 6 công. 3 công nữa là 6 9, nghĩa là 18 tiêu. Thì như vậy là thì đã có space chưa? Ừ. À, à. Lại thì là MSc là mình có rồi. Ừ. Ừ. À. Ừ. Ừ. Đấu tranh để chuyển sang có thể mức name cao xong plus additional space fee đúng không? Ừ. Ừ. Ok. Rồi thế thì mình vào cái cuộc họp kia nhé của em. Ừ. Right. So 25, 22 August, we just booked 3 containers only. It means that we still have a 4 container allocation. Yes. Toronto. No. She's asking about MSC. So MSC local confirmed they can release 40 TUs for us per week. Yeah, they honor what they promised. Yeah. So now I see CMA so far, no, they just release cargo based on Fred Okay. And we are working with Singapore BAM team to push CMA to change from the FAK to name account, maybe plus additional space fee, but it takes time. So now if we want to release cargo in time to customer, yeah, we may consider to take FAK booking confirmation first, and then we work with Singapore BAM team to push for the change service contract later. Yeah, and also now I see that for the ETD 15th of August have a 5 container with MSC. It means we still have a 2 container allocation that week. Yeah, and the 4 container in the next week and 3 containers. The last is I think 3 container in the next after. So the week 2 weeks later. So wonder where yeah, we have to review the pending booking by CM if we can swap it to the available allocation of MC. Yeah. 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 I think we should do like that because based on volume where CMA seems the volume around 10 TUs per week and it nearly fit with allocation they commit to us. So now if we take this to really FAK booking first and then fighting for the committed allocation to change the contract. So that's perfect scenario. Yeah, we should do. Yeah. Mm. So as heard from Kyolan update, we already utilize fully by Hapag already. OCL here. Yes. Yes, right. Yeah. Yes, right. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. 500. Yeah. Understand. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I think yeah, no more to try. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I have a one recommendation because today our local team don't know well about the buying rate. They are quite, not proactive to consider which option is the best for it in terms of both in terms of cost saving. So I wonder whether Vancouver team can share with us the buying rate of all of carrier we have for this account, at least for the time being. So we will based on that to see which is the best solution and can come up with the proper proposal to you. Instead of now we have to wait, different time zone and then back and forth to check, yeah, is it good or not? Yeah, that's my idea. I think we should know the cost to make decision faster or make a proper proposal to the side. Yeah, 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 yes, 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 yeah, Yes. Yeah. So we know the mechanism to select which carrier for each shipment. So we are proactive to analyze, and of course we follow the rule and update to the site. Yeah, when we process here, because now the way we do are quite, not proactive at all. Always wait and wait. Every time we wait, one day passed, and it's not. Yeah, yeah, yes, yes, yeah, yes, yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Really appreciate for the CMA. So since CMA willing to really booking for all, but based on the FAK rate. Yeah, yeah, yes, yeah, 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 yeah. Mm. Okay. Yeah, okay, thank you very much. Yeah, yeah, the same to you. Good night. Yeah, bye bye. Chị em mình ngồi lại. Hết cả ngày với các bạn. Em ơi, giờ lại nghĩa là các bạn như vậy là các bạn nên thống nhất là tất nhiên là với những cái booking nào mà cận cái ngày shipping window mà buộc phải book đi thì mình vẫn sẽ yêu cầu CMA rebooking. Tất nhiên là bây giờ nếu mà vẫn bạn bạn Darin là bạn ấy sẽ hứa là sẽ làm việc thì chị hy vọng trong ngày hôm nay chắc là lấy được khoảng 10 tiêu của CMA cho một week đúng không? Thì với cái nhiều 10 tiêu một week đấy thì mình đã giải quyết được hết những cái booking mà sát với cái shipping window của ngày hôm nay chưa? Hay là còn thiếu tiêu nào không? Em share lại cho chị cái màn hình này. Như chị thấy cái space mà thừa trên allocation NAC của thằng MSC thì mình cũng không có utilize được trong cái loop booking của CMA đúng không? Bởi vì là cái destination là different, cái routing nó khác. Mặc dù là cũng via Mongchian thế nhưng mà cái port discharge của bên kia là bờ Tây, còn cái này là Mongchian đây lại ghé qua Halifax, cái routing cũng không trùng. Còn thiếu mấy tiêu của em? Xem nào. Hả? Nghĩa là tất cả những cái DTD trước là cũng đang backlog nhưng bây giờ dồn lại đến ngày hôm nay đúng không? Từ mùng 3 tháng 8, mùng 4 tháng 8 chưa có booking và đến 15 tháng 8. Thế là tổng số này là 19 công mà mình mới có được có 5 công. Trừ also còn 36 tiêu và nếu mà họ cho mình được 10 tiêu thì là vẫn còn 26 tiêu. Oh my god. 26 tiêu. Mà như bạn ý nói rằng là 26 tiêu. Nhưng mà lúc trước bạn ấy cái bạn là bạn gì giọng như giọng Singapore như ở bên chỗ Canada, bạn nói về cái cost bạn Dinh gì đấy em ạ. Bạn nói là ví dụ như cái giá mà của cái thằng CMA mà additional space của nó cộng lên tận 750 đô, trong khi đó thì cái giá vênh của thằng MSC giữa cái giá nghĩa là vênh nó chỉ có 500 đô thì nếu như trong trường hợp mà CMA không renew cao thì mình có thể phải quay trở lại MSC để mình book Ferrokai đúng không? Tại vì Ferrokai của MSC chỉ có tăng 500 đô là lỗ 500 đô thôi. Nghĩa là như vậy thì nếu như trong trường hợp mà ở đây là mình có nghĩa là cứ một tiêu FAK thì nó sẽ addition cho mình một công trên name account. Như vậy thì nhưng mà mình liệu đã từng negotiate với MSC ví dụ như mình có tận 14 tiêu một tuần cho cái tuyến đi qua bờ Tây đúng không? Vai qua cái print gì đấy của nó bờ Tây. Nhưng bây giờ mình mới dùng được có chị nghĩ là được khoảng 60% thì cái lượng dư còn lại liệu họ có swap cho mình để chuyển sang routing khác được không? Chắc là không đúng không? Nhưng mà không dùng được thì cũng phí. À, à, Đấy, như vậy cái, nghĩa là tất cả cái list của CMA này là mình buộc phải cho đi tàu ETD 15 tháng 8, không được muộn hơn này. Earliest. Chị thấy cái latest là 21 tháng 8. Thì ví dụ như vậy thì là nếu như mình mà đấu tranh cho thằng CMA cho mình 10 tiêu thì trong cái list 19 công này thì at least là mình sẽ xài được 10 công của CMA đi tàu 13 và tàu 20, đúng không? Đúng không? Thế thì chỉ còn lại 9 công còn lại thì là sẽ sử dụng, đã là một công đi qua OCL bỏ qua thì còn 8 công. 8 công thì nếu MSC mà mình convert được 2 công đi ngày 15 thì mình còn 6 công còn thiếu. 6 công còn thiếu nếu như mà họ chấp nhận là hả? Đúng rồi, thì nghĩa là chỉ là 33 thôi, đúng không? Thì nghĩa là sẽ chỉ mất 3 công đi qua giá FBK. Thế thì cũng tương đối ổn, đúng không? Còn nếu mà thế nhưng mà nghĩa là vừa rồi như thấy chị thấy bạn này, chị không nhớ được tên mấy bạn nhưng bạn nói là trong trường hợp cái latest là 21, nhưng nếu mình mà có đi ngày 22 thì cũng không đến nỗi, đúng không? Bạn giải thích là có chậm một ngày chắc không đến nỗi. Thì nếu như bây giờ có thể đưa ra cho bạn giải pháp là mình sẽ book 3 sẽ là mình sẽ sử dụng cái đấy của MSC và mình đi tàu 15, không phải là tàu 22 của bạn, tại một tuần nó có một chuyến 21 ngày. Thì 22 thì là cái quick time tuần 22 là mình còn thừa tận 3 F thì nó sẽ fit luôn với lại 3 cái F còn lại của FAK. Thì như vậy là mình sẽ sử dụng tất cả là không mình tính là mình còn 6, mình book 3 FAK mình mới có name account, đúng không? Thế bây giờ mình đã dùng 3 cái name account đấy rồi thì mình sẽ phải có 1,5 FAK. Mình tính khôn hơn họ rồi. Đúng không? Đấy thì ok, thì chị nghĩ là lùi lại 2, ok, thì đằng nào cũng có thể, nếu mà họ delay lại được đến 3, delay đến ngày 22 thì mình sẽ book khoảng tầm 4 công FAK và 2 cái name account, đúng không? Thế còn nếu như họ không lùi xuống ngày 22 thì buộc sẽ là 3 FAK và 3 name account của MSC. Thế thì chị nghĩ là mình sẽ xây dựng cái phương án perfect là như vậy khi mà CMA release được 10 tiêu trong một tuần. CMA gần như là họ không có quyết định được, tại vì nhất là cái space về cái name account họ sợ để cho local quyết định thì hơi nhũng nhiễu về vấn đề kiểu như ưu tiên ăn dựa vào các cái vấn đề local relationship ấy, nên chắc là họ tách hết cái đấy về vùng quyết định. Ok, thì chị nghĩ là mình thống nhất là như vậy thì bọn em có gì đợi. Còn trong trường hợp xấu mà CMA mà không chấp nhận name account thì nghĩa là mình có khoảng tầm 10 công là sẽ vấn đề là sẽ vướng, đúng không? Thì nếu như trường hợp xấu như thế thì cũng phải báo với các bạn là mình sẽ xuất hết sang MSC với tỷ lệ 5 name account và 5 federal. Thì đấy trường hợp xấu, đúng không? Ok. Ai da. Ok, thiệt là cảm ơn em. Nó cũng chỉ giới hạn thôi, nghĩa là sẽ lại phí tiếp, còn mình đã expect như vậy, đúng không? Thì chị nghĩ là hôm nay đã là thứ 6 rồi, nếu mà muốn đi tàu 15 của họ thì 15. Ok, tận chủ thứ 7 tuần sau, đúng không? Thì là chị nghĩ là vẫn kịp, nếu mà chuyển ra Messi thì mình lùi đến thứ 2 tuần sau. Ok, ok, chị nghĩ là sẽ đợi đến nốt cuối giờ chiều nay sẽ có gì thì tính theo vậy. Rồi, thank you các em nhé. Thế em hỏi luôn được. Nếu mà chị hỏi thì chị sẽ hỏi cháu luôn. À, không, như cái này là cái sản phẩm fumigation là sản phẩm của Ocean liên quan gì đến SRP? Chị không đồng ý. À, tại vì chị nghĩ ví dụ như hợp đồng về warehouse, đôi khi là cái phần tracking của warehouse thì nó nằm trong cái gói service của mình. Và kể cả fumigation nó cũng là những cái dịch vụ mà phòng sản phẩm có nhu cầu trực tiếp. Ví dụ như là những cái gì mà nó là có ép cái value của phòng LAN vào. Ví dụ như là LAN thì phải điều phối tracking, check and change event các thứ, hoặc là phần custom họ cũng đóng góp sức vào để kê khai các thứ thì mình sẽ cần LAN. Thế nhưng mà cái Fumi này mình không muốn qua quá nhiều cầu. Vấn đề là nó không có add được một cái value, họ không add được cái value gì ở đây mà tự dưng lại mất thời gian cũng như lại phải qua một lần building. Chị không thấy nó hợp lý, đúng không? Đúng rồi, đúng rồi, nghĩa là chỉ miễn là cái này nó là cái local vendor thì mình hỗ trợ procurement, nhờ procurement hỗ trợ trong vấn đề select nhà cung cấp dùng mình. Thế chứ còn lại thì chị không thấy là cái này là bắt buộc phải sử dụng của SLV, vì nó cũng đâu phải là một cái sản phẩm chuyên biệt của SLV đâu. Chị cũng không. Đấy. Và cái thứ hai nữa là ví dụ như là khi mà điền vào cái format để mà đăng ký sử dụng các dịch vụ này thì mình cũng phải điền chứ không phải họ điền được. Mình yêu cầu khách hàng điền xong mình lại điền vào cái form cho họ. Nói chung là nếu mà mình làm việc với nhà cung cấp trực tiếp khi đã được lựa chọn thì nó cũng rất đơn giản, là mình chỉ thảy một cái request đến trực tiếp đến họ và họ sẽ làm cho mình. Còn chị không thấy là có gì để làm, sao lại phải qua. Chị thực ra nghĩa là bây giờ mình thì mình không thể ký cùng một lúc với 3 nhà cung cấp như thế này, bởi vì là bên mình hạn chế tối đa cái chuyện là giải cái hàng ra cho quá nhiều nhà cung cấp, mà ví dụ 3 bạn như thế này thì sẽ cần Trang phải giúp mình select một anh nào tốt nhất, đó sẽ là cái Nam Việt rồi chẳng hạn, thì Nam Việt rồi thì lúc đấy thì là bạn confirm Nam Việt, thì lúc đấy mình sẽ proceed cái chuyện là mình sẽ làm tất cả các cái thao tác để mình ký hợp đồng với vendor. Thì em cứ nói chuyện lại với phòng Trang, nói rằng là chị em trao đổi với chị Hằng thì chị Hằng thấy là ở đây không có cái lý do gì để mà phải thông qua SLV, bởi vì ví dụ như thông quan và tracking, những cái gì mà liên quan đến thông quan và tracking thì mình dùng SLV bởi vì họ add được value cho mình trong cái quá trình cung cấp dịch vụ. Ví dụ như họ có kinh nghiệm về mảng tracking, họ có kinh nghiệm về mảng hải quan, họ hỗ trợ tư vấn cũng như là kiểm soát vendor dùng mình. Nhưng mà cái fumigation này nó không phải thường xuyên phát sinh là một, và thứ hai là cái nghiệp vụ này họ cũng không nắm vững, và mỗi một cái request fumi gì là cũng phải xuất phát từ phòng mình điền form và submit gửi đi, thì cái chuyện thông qua họ nó làm chậm quá trình và không có add được cái value gì, nên là mình không đồng ý. Mình chỉ trả cho họ profit khi mà họ phải làm cái gì mà tạo value cho mình, cái này không tạo gì hết cả nhé. Thế em cứ trao đổi lại phòng Trang, còn nếu vẫn không đồng ý thì của phòng Trang em báo lại với chị thì chị nói chuyện với phòng Trang nhé. Ok rồi, thế nhé.